The Pixel 9a is the kind of smartphone that leaves you both impressed and frustrated at the same time. It's powerful, good-looking, reliable, and hopefully affordable. That's exactly what most people want from a smartphone, unless, of course, you prefer the exclusivity of high-end flagship devices. But today, we're not here to talk about ultra-premium smartphones. Instead, let's focus on one of the most highly anticipated mid-range phones, the Google Pixel 9a. For tech enthusiasts, the Pixel 9a is a mix of excitement and disappointment. On one hand, it's expected to deliver an excellent experience at a lower cost. On the other, some of its compromises might be hard to ignore, and even though it hasn't been officially announced yet, we already know quite a bit about it. That's just how it goes with Google. Their phones leak way before launch, whether it's accidental or intentional. Either way, it only adds to the anticipation. Now let's talk design. The Pixel 8 wasn't exactly groundbreaking, but it had that signature Pixel look. Initially, there were rumors that Google might make a big design change for the Pixel 9a, possibly even getting rid of the iconic camera bar. That got a lot of people excited. However, more recent leaks suggest that the phone will keep its familiar design, including the relatively thick bezels. That might be disappointing for some who were hoping for a more modern appearance. Speaking of bezels, let's address the elephant in the room. The Pixel 9 doesn't seem to be making any major improvements in screen-to-body ratio compared to its predecessor. Large bezels are often seen as a drawback, especially when so many other phones are going for nearly bezel-less designs. But to be fair, this is likely a trade-off to keep the price down. Still, in 2025, thick bezels can make a phone look outdated, and some users might not be willing to overlook that. If you think about it, the Pixel 9 actually has a bit of a nostalgic feel. It resembles a modernized version of the Pixel 3, one of Google's early budget-friendly devices. But in today's competitive smartphone market, does it do enough to stand out? The competition has stepped up, and it's important that Google keeps up as well. Now let's take a moment to consider why bezels might not be as big of a deal as some people make them out to be. The Pixel E series has always been about value. It's not about having the best battery, the best display, or the most powerful processor. Instead, it's about delivering a balanced experience with great software and top-tier camera performance at a reasonable price. That alone makes it a solid choice for many users. But let's be real. There's a strong argument against thick bezels in today's market. When you compare the Pixel 9's rumored 81.6% screen-to-body ratio to flagship devices, it's clear that Google is behind. For instance, the iPhone 16 Pro Max sits at 91.4%, while the Galaxy S25 Ultra boasts an even higher 92.5%. Even the Galaxy S24 FE, which is not a flagship, has an 88% ratio. So, if looks and screen real estate matter to you, the Pixel 9a might feel a bit lacking. Let's talk about alternatives. If you're looking for a phone in the $500 range with thinner bezels, there are plenty of options. One of the biggest rivals to the Pixel 9a is the OnePlus 13R. This phone offers a stunning 91% screen-to-body ratio and a more premium design, making it a strong competitor. And with trade-in deals, you can often get it for around the same price as the Pixel 9a. This puts Google in a tricky position. While Pixel phones are known for their software and camera processing, hardware is still important. People want their devices to look and feel modern, even if they're not spending a fortune. If Google doesn't step up its game in this area, buyers might start looking elsewhere. So should you be excited about the Pixel 9a? Absolutely. It's still a Pixel, meaning you get Google's clean software, fast updates, and industry-leading camera tech. But at the same time, it's frustrating to see Google hold back on certain aspects, especially when competitors are pushing the boundaries. One thing's for sure, the Pixel 9a is going to spark a lot of discussion, and that's what makes the smartphone world so interesting.